Welcome to Conner vs. Cobb, the very unpopular podcast.
No joke. I can't think of a less popular podcast than ours. And I don't mean people don't like it. People are opinionless about us.
No one has an opinion. No one knows. I actually ended a show last week. I'm like, hey, I'll be out there selling my book, or if you just want to say hi. And I said, also, I have a very unpopular podcast called Conner vs. Cobb. It's good, though. Did we see a spike in listeners after that? No. I sold out of books that show, but guess what? No new listeners, which tells me people are just done with podcasts. I don't know.
That's a good way to not take it personally.
Yeah.
I would absolutely say, if it were me, they got that information, I'd be like, no, they're just done with me. They still love podcasts.
I sold out of books.
More than ever.
Here's the thing. One of my friends told me it takes 2 years unless you strike gold. Either way, we're having fun. We're talking to each other. I asked Nick while we were warming up. We do vocal exercises to warm up. We do scales. And I said, hey, Nick, you got new glasses? And he said, no, these are Amy's. I just wear them in a pinch. What pinch is there where you don't have your glasses, but you can take your wife's glasses?
I'll tell you right now. You ready?
Yes, because this makes no sense to me.
Well, her glasses are upstairs. Mine are downstairs. And I know if I go back downstairs, I will be caught downstairs for another 15 minutes.
By your kids?
That's a pinch. What's that?
You mean you'll be caught stuck there by your kids?
Yes.
Interesting.
And there's no way I can come back up. I can't just dip down there for 15 seconds. That's impossible.
Really? Why?
Oh, I know where they are. It's not worth the risk. Even if it's a 50-50 chance, it's not worth the risk of going down there and getting my glasses.
Interesting. When you said a pinch,
very good chance I get stuck down there. Huh?
I thought you just meant like your glasses were busy doing something. All right. I take your word for it that it would take 15 minutes, but I'm not.
50% chance, 15 minutes. 50% chance, 5 minutes. Either way, I mean, are you taking that chance when you can wear these bad boys that are twice as big?
It's not bad. Clark Kent over there. I, for 8 straight days, slept between 2 and 4 hours a night. And then last night, I slept 11 hours.
So I'm guessing you were moving?
Yes. A mix of being on the road, packing, and then being back on the road, then back home, then moving. I just have a hard time sleeping in hotels generally.
Yeah,
last night was the exception because I was so tired. I got home last week, Monday at about 1:30 p.m. and packed until midnight. Movers came at 9 a.m. on Tuesday. Ended up
11
being
hours
all day.
Of packing?
Yes.
No errands in the middle of it? No, like I'm going to go get more boxes, just straight packing.
I did have to do one box run. Yeah, I had to do one box run, but that was it. And then on Tuesday, the movers come, and due to some miscommunication, a lot of things were left at the house. And
some miscommunication.
Yeah, so then we spent all day Wednesday doing a final run while cleaners were at the old house. And basically I was working we were working on this until about midnight. And then I had to leave for the airport at 4 a.m. yesterday. So,
oh goodness, so this is a vacation for you.
Yeah. So anyway, I had my shows last night or a show last night. And then I slept. I woke up at 7 a.m. this morning, which is 5 my local time because I'm in Minnesota right now. And then I was like, God, oh my God, I hope I can fall back asleep. And I slept until well into the 11s.
Oh, that's the best.
Oh my God.
I think maybe the single consistently great feeling that I've had throughout my life is waking up at 5 in the morning, a time when I could just get up, waking up at 5 in the morning, knowing I can sleep another 3 hours, immediately doing so. Like just staring at the alarm clock or your phone for 10 seconds and realizing that is maybe the most consistently good feeling in life.
That's what you look for every day.
No, I never look for it, and then it happens, and I'm like, "Yep, still great." It's not
Man.
like it's not it. It didn't feel better when I was younger, or better now. It's just always been great.
God, I just
Always.
want to be able to sleep until whatever time I want to sleep until. You would think like we're on a hiatus. You'd think I'd be able to sleep. I can't. There's some sort of
Yeah,
an appointment every morning, or I'm working
yeah,
on my book, which is due it's due the day this podcast comes out. And it's like my mom said, like she said when she retired, she thought she could have time to do everything she wanted to do, but she has less free time than she did when she worked.
yeah. Sure. I don't. I
Just
don't
because,
have any. There's
yeah.
always something. Congratulations on your big TV special, whatever it is. Don't
It's
even
not a
fill me in on the
special. It
details.
doesn't matter. Shut up.
What?
I'm just
I'm really
kidding.
proud of you, man. You
Oh,
just
thank
continue
you.
to grind and fall ass backward into opportunities. I'm really, it's great. You just, oh, I went to 7-Eleven to get a Slurpee and I got a book deal. That's Ryan Connor
Stop
right
it.
there. No,
Stop it.
I'm very happy
You
for
want me to
you.
tell you the problem we ran into when we were moving out? So we had
Everything about moving. What, I mean,
well, no, a fresh hell in the there's like a storage unit on our on the like the property we lived on that we kept sort of extra stuff in because we couldn't fit them in the bedrooms.
Bo, what's up? Just speak up.
I'm done with mopping the floor.
Okay. Well, yeah. No problem, love. Can you go down to the basement and hang for a while? Okay, we'll talk about that dollar I owe you. Yes. My daughter's been scratching at the door for the last 5 minutes.
Scratching like a puppy.
Yeah, I thought it was the dog for a second. I did. Or a cat that I don't have and haven't had for 15 years.
Okay.
That's what it sounded like, a ghost of a cat I had in New York.
Let's keep that in the show. Let's not cut that out.
And then she's just like, I'm like, yeah, just speak your mind. What do you got? And she's like, I finished mopping the floor, which means that I have to give her $1. And she felt the need to come and tell me.
Fantastic.
That's one of the things I was doing before we started this is last year, she's all about crafting. She took my Swiffer and she wrapped probably two whole things of duct tape around it so that she could stick it to a skateboard and make that into a moving defender for her to practice basketball against.
It's brilliant.
Yeah, but me, has to be pushing the skateboard around, so I might as well just be defending her.
Just be defending her.
It is pretty brilliant, but I had to cut all that with the little, I wouldn't even call it a knife, but the thing that usually comes in like nail clippers.
Mm-hmm.
We'll
call it a file.
Yes, with the pokey end of the file. It was it was tough.
Well,
it was very, very tough. I'm sorry I missed whatever you were saying.
This
was
is a
it
great
another
interlude.
Success story that
no, Nick, shut up.
happened to you while you were going to the mail?
Literally nothing has just happened to me that was luck. Okay, I mean there is luck. Everyone has good luck if something good happens to you. But you know what I'm saying. I wish something would fall in my lap. Is what I'm saying. But when we were moving out, we had stuff in the storage unit on the property because when we moved in, the house is a 3-bedroom. It's listed as a 3-bedroom. You move in, and then we find out 2 of the bedrooms are legally too small to be called bedrooms. We said whatever, we dealt with it. We put an extra bedroom suite in the storage unit and just had a house of offices. And so we went to get our stuff out, moving out, and guess what? The storage unit, which I had told the landlord about a few years ago, that there was a gap between the floor and the wall where you could see the ground below. Well, it had become infested with rats. And it was just absolutely like the floor was nothing but rat shit. So all these things are garbage and thousands of dollars, and renter's insurance doesn't cover it. He goes, "Why is this my first time hearing about them?" I said,
Wow.
"Well, this is my first time realizing there were rats in there, but I told you years ago about the hole and the risk. And you ignored it, just like you ignored almost every single other aspect of this house falling apart."
So do assholes become landlords? Or do you become a landlord and then you become an asshole?
Dude, that's the eternal question. I don't know.
It's like how I used to say, people always say that, artists are broke. I'm like, no. Artists aren't broke. Broke people become artists because they can't afford real entertainment. I think there's something to that, man. Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think it's a good point. A lot of people become artists because, despite having no talent or work ethic, just because they don't want to get a job, and they're like, "Ooh, I'm an artist." And like, "What do you do?"
Sure.
And they're like, "What do you do?" And they're like, I'm gonna try some things.
I'm a full-time sculptor because I got kicked out of my house and I live at the zoo now. But I sculpt. That's what I do. Yeah, no, for sure.
Nick, let me ask you a question.
Yes.
You could retire in 1 year, but you'd have active diarrhea for the rest of your life. Would you do it?
No.
No?
It's a gut reaction that I would regret later on if I would. I'd be in the middle of work and be like, so what if I have to spend 2 hours on the shitter every day? Right?
It's a tough one.
It's not easy.
I think I would turn it down, but if you said it to me in my 20s, I would go, yeah.
I asked my new favorite AI tool, Claude, this question. I don't know if I sent it to you or not. If I had to fight a hippo, polar bear, rhino, orca whale, great white shark, or 1,000 French bulldogs on angel dust, what would be my best course of action? And you know what? Nothing but not thorough. Here was the response. Claude put it in several tiers. The first one is the absolutely not tier. Hippo, first one. One of Africa's deadliest animals, 3,000 to 4,000 pounds, massive jaws that can bite through a crocodile. Quite fast, can run over 20 miles an hour, obviously lethal in water. You die quickly. That's the summation. You die very quickly against a hippo. What's that?
Dude, they will snap you in half. I saw a video on YouTube years ago of a whole pride of lions attacking a single hippo. And the hippo is just sitting there like, is that all you got, for about 30 seconds? And then he just clamps down on one lion and throws it through the air like it's a piece of paper. And all the lions scatter.
I really think that hippos are actually the king of the jungle.
Except they don't live in the jungle, right?
But, okay, whatever. You know what I mean? Lions always get all this credit, but hippos are just like, just kind of like an emo goth version that just doesn't want to deal with the popularity of being king.
Oh, right. They just kind of hide. It's just like 2 or 3 of them in a pond.
And, just like they don't want to deal with all the fame of being the king, but they are the king. They'd easily kill a lion.
I mean, they're on the board game, we know.
Yeah.
We know they're hungry, but
they're just not as cool. So the other one that Claude said back, polar bear, 900 to 1,500 pounds, apex predator, can decapitate a seal with one swipe, runs 25 miles an hour. You also die quickly with a polar bear.
Can I tell you, my brother Hakeem once claimed that he could take a polar bear?
I think you did tell me that.
He was like 11 or 12. It's in the new book where we're watching some nature show, and he said he could take it, and we're like, Hakeem, they're like 10 feet tall, and the most ferocious, one of the most ferocious animals on the planet. And he goes, I just run away. And it was like, they run 30, 40 miles per hour. And he's like, okay, then I juke him. And we're like, on ice? And he goes, yeah, if I'm wearing cleats. and then we keep watching, and then this polar bear rips, it was a sea lion or a walrus, I can't remember which, rips it from the water, pulls it up to the ice, and just starts eating it.
Yeah, like a box of popcorn kind of thing.
Yeah. And then Hakeem's like, all right, maybe not.
Yeah, and especially now that they're really hungry.
Yeah,
Orca
yeah.
whale. If you're in water with it, you're at its mercy. 12,000 plus pounds, intelligent, designed for hunting. You die. Notice it didn't say you die quickly, which I'm not sure about.
No. Well, you know what they do to great whites?
Yes, they systematically cut it into pieces until they just have its liver.
Its liver.
Which is
like a surgeon.
40% of the body of a great white shark is just its liver. And they
I didn't realize that.
Yeah, it's huge. All right, the great white, similar to the orca in its environment, you have 0 advantage, you die. They didn't say you die quicker than the hippo, though.
Mm-hmm.
Rhino, 3,000, 8,000 pounds, charges at 30 to 40 miles an hour.
8,000?
Yeah. You die. The rhino is the one that my cousin said. She's like, I'd have my best chance against the rhino. I would just run in circles and wait for it to trip and fall. And I'm like, I don't think that would. I think you're done. That's that horn.
Yeah.
I would never guess rhino.
You might have the slightest chance of survival just because they're the most docile of the animals you've listed.
No, in this case, it's like you versus the animal.
Oh yeah, I mean you're just done, dude. You know what the craziest thing to think of is the fact that orcas are dolphins, and they're vicious.
They are the apex predator in the ocean. They hunt great white sharks. So the last one, and this is the next tier, the technically maybe not instant death tier. 1,000 French bulldogs on angel dust. This is somehow your best option, which tells you everything about how bad your other choices are. Your best strategy with the bulldogs would be, since they're like 16 to 28 pounds each and have breathing problems, and they're on angel dust, but they're still small dogs with a limited reach and jaw strength compared to the other options. Find high ground, Ryan, climb something. Use choke points where only a few they're like a bottleneck, where only a few can reach you at once. Protect your throat and arteries. Accept that you're going to be bitten and focus on avoiding critical injuries. And hope that their breathing problems and the angel dust causes them to tire or have medical emergencies. You'll still get mauled. But it's the only scenario where survive long enough for help is even theoretically possible.
It's almost the worst one because the dying would be the most painful. The others, you're just gone immediately, right? Maybe well, you know what? Rhinos aren't going to eat you, so they might just impale you, then walk away. That might be pretty brutal as you bleed out. But,
okay, then what would be the fastest death of all these? The hippo?
Unless the hippo just does the same. I would say the hippo would be the fastest, or I think polar bears will start eating you while you're still alive, so that sucks.
Hippo, I'd have to go hippo just because I like to see something that looks that stupid get its due.
Yeah,
just its tail looks so dumb. It all looks so ridiculous.
Yeah, it does. I think maybe a great white. It is funny. Have you ever seen a hippo take a shit?
Yes.
It's guys, if you've never seen it, look it up. Poop just comes out of it constantly, like one of those Play-Doh machines, and its tail is like a 360-degree windshield wiper that just throws shit in every direction. It's crazy that thing is also a killer.
Yeah, no, I mean it can kill just about anything other than an elephant. I guess an elephant. Yeah, an elephant could take a hippo probably pretty easily, I would imagine.
I think a bull elephant could just bull elephants push over trees like they're nothing, like hundreds of year old trees.
That's what you'd want to be if you could be an animal right now.
No, I'd probably want to be some sort of a lowland gorilla.
Really?
Yeah, they just seem cool.
Yeah, big. What? Just for the community?
I mean, their habitats are
It's certainly your best chance of like being able to perform for, like-minded creatures.
Yeah, you'd hang out with people. You'd hang out with other gorillas. Because I don't know that there are any gorillas that are fully wild anymore that aren't at least like being visited by people at this point as their habitat shrink and shrink and shrink.
Right. What are you saying? We're gonna like see a gorilla at like a Radio Shack or something? just accept that this is how things are now.
The gorillas are taking our job.
Here, I've got a funny question for you. Would you rather? I know what you're gonna say though, but you can't use loopholes. Okay. Would you rather fight one horse-sized duck, or never be able to use a password you've used before for the rest of your life? You can never repeat a password.
I mean, we've talked about this so many times before.
No, that's a loophole. In this situation, that's a loophole. Just answer the question straight up. Just answer the question straight up. Don't give me that. Would you have to?
But I don't even understand it. Of course, I would just do the password one because you don't have to know passwords. What do you mean?
That's what I'm talking. Just answer it straight up. Pretend like you do have to know passwords.
So you're saying like the Apple password key does not exist?
Doesn't? Yes.
Oh,
you have to come up with a new password every single time. You're always resetting them multiple times a day for every app you have.
Or I have to fight one
a duck the size of a horse.
One horse-sized duck. How long's the fight?
5 minutes.
No. I do the password one because I mean, dude, if a goose like bucks at me, I run. So I'm not messing with a horse-sized duck. Don't tell me you don't tread lightly around geese.
I don't anymore because there's a bunch of geese at my daughter's school across the street. So I'm always walking my dog past there.
Yeah.
And I mean, we just walk right through. It's not a problem.
There was this park I would go to in New Jersey, play basketball. This is like South Jersey. And one day I remember I was just going to like sit by this pond after I played and cool off. And these ducks did not like that I was near the breadcrumbs that someone had left. Dude, a whole flock chased me.
My brother's friend still complains to this day. It's probably been at least 35 years that he was starting to make out with a girl at a lake in high school. And then the ducks came in and cock-blocked him. And they started like biting him all over.
Really? They were biting ducks?
Yeah. What, nipping, whatever.
Or geese.
Yeah. Maybe. I don't know. I think they were ducks.
Oh man. I've never seen aggressive. I'm a duck lover. I don't know if you know that about me.
I truly
am. Yeah.
Hey, would you rather have to introduce yourself with your full browser history or have your most embarrassing moment play on a loop above your head like a thought bubble?
I don't care. I truly
I'm
don't
Ryan,
care.
and this is my full browser history.
I don't care.
What?
Either one of them. I don't care.
You wouldn't care? You wouldn't mind?
Who cares?
Yeah, I guess you're right. Fine. But thanks for taking all the fun out of it.
Everyone has the internet. I don't know.
Fine. Goodness. I was just hoping for a bigger reaction from you. I mean, your full browser history, there's nothing you'd be embarrassed about?
Not embarrassed. I mean, I think people should be like, "Oh, this guy has a really rounded media diet." he tries to read all perspectives.
I definitely, to answer my own question, I go full browser history.
Yeah.
Because it's just an address. It's just a URL. If the thought bubble playing like your most embarrassing moment, that's way different.
Mm-hmm.
That's a visual.
Mm-hmm.
I'd rather just like, here, if you want to, think I'm skeevy because I have ESPN, Claude, and
yeah. I mean, I don't care. Also, my most embarrassing moment, I don't care if you play it. I've talked about it. I accidentally shit my pants in an elevator in college.
Really?
I thought I've told you this. I thought I was going to fart. It was me and my friends Mike and Anker in the elevator. I thought I had to fart, and I thought it would be funny. We're at the gym. You had to take the elevator down to the bottom level to the locker room, and like one of the free weight room was down there. We're on the elevator, and I'm wearing swim trunks, by the way, because there were pools there too.
Oh
And-
God, you shit in your swim trunks?
Yeah, I said. I thought I was
That's the worst.
I thought I told you about this. I thought I was gonna fart, and it was a full dump, not just like a little shart. It was a full shit.
Oh my God, man!
In my shorts
In
While-
the swim netting?
while we're on the elevator. Luckily, none came through the netting, but my friend Mike, I mean, I will never forget the look on his face. He goes, "You shit your pants?" And I go, "No, I keep farting over and over." And then we went in the locker room, and so they had like the recreation pool that has like a couple lap lanes.
You did tell me this.
Yeah, the rec pool is like heated with like lap lanes and a basketball hoop and hot tub and all that stuff. And then they had the competition
just
pool.
Stop talking.
Just listen.
For a second.
Yeah.
I didn't know you had it in a swimsuit. It's
Yeah,
much worse.
Yeah, it's so much worse.
God.
So look, the other pool was like a competition
You're
pool.
honestly better off Donald ducking it and just throwing them away and walking around with a shirt and nude from the waist
In the
down.
college weight room. So listen to what I did.
What?
Listen to what I did, dude.
Trunk.
We go in the locker room. So the competition pool was being rented for a youth swimming competition. So the locker room was full of kids, and every head just whipped over to me like, "Where is the shit coming from?" And I remember one kid looked at me and I went, "Hey," and then I told Mike and Anka, I was like, "Hey, I'll be right there. I'm just going to use the bathroom." As if, I was trying to say,
Stop. Wait.
Yeah.
Are you having to? I'm sorry to ask this, but are you like holding your ass like to make sure it doesn't fall out of your pants?
I'm taking very small steps. I'm like a, you know, like I have
you're
like
sizing
a bound
up the
feet.
locker room.
Yeah, like I have bound feet, like Ming Dynasty, just shuffling. And
Also, that it doesn't fall on the floor,
dude.
Oh my
So I get into a stall,
God.
and it is a full on disaster.
Are you talking to yourself the whole time? Like, Ryan, you fucking idiot.
Dude, I don't even remember that part. I remember that no one was in the stalls next to me, thank God. And I dumped the contents of my shorts into the toilet. It was that much that I had to dump the contents.
Well, of course. I mean, what else were you going to do with it?
No, but I'm saying it's not you wipe it. You have to dump it.
Oh, I assumed.
Yeah. So then I try to start. I do like enough as much as I can with toilet paper, right? Just so that it's
You didn't just throw away the shorts?
I didn't have other clothes. There are no options, you dummy. So
no, I had to ask.
So I can't believe
I wanted you to
telling all these details. So I wipe it as much as I can, just enough to get it like close to dry. And then I'm like,
God.
I can't just go in the gym like this, and I can't go straight from here to the shower here because that is filthy and too obvious. Well, it was called the Aquatic
so
Center.
funny if you went to the shower and a bunch of people walked in.
Dude, for real. I mean, it wasn't like a
God.
prison style shower. It was individual showers, but still.
Oh, then it's fine. You should have.
I sprinted back to our dorm, which is probably about a half mile. And
With poop pants?
Yes. I sprinted. I was like, time is of the essence. I need my friends to think that I was just using the bathroom here. I sprint back. Luckily I didn't run into anyone. I go into my room. I get my my soap and all that stuff. I go in the locker room or in the bathroom. I take a full shower. I'm like, I can't change my shorts. That looks guilty. I just have to wash these. I wash with detergent in the shower. And then sprinted back.
I can't believe you didn't throw them away.
Oh, I washed them with detergent. And
God,
like, and they got. I mean, they look clean. So then I sprint back, and I'm wet from the shower, and when I get there, I decide I'm going to go straight to the pool. That way, when Mike and Anker come to the pool, they'll just think that I skipped weights and have been in the pool the whole time. Well, I go straight to the pool. Mike and Anker are already in there. They're like, "Yeah, dude, what took you so long? We finished lifting like 10 minutes ago, and we've been in the pool." And I was like, "Oh, I was in the other weight room."
Did
But
they buy that?
I'm drenched. I don't know. They never said anything about it after that. But I'm drenched. Like,
Remarkable.
it's clearly not a workout wet. It's a shower wet.
Here's what I don't understand. I mean, I understand, but when you run back to your dorm, why you wouldn't just throw away the shorts is beyond me. I know what you're going to say, because you have to go back and like fool your friends.
Yes.
I know. But at that point, I'd be so relieved that I was back at the dorm that I would throw it away and just make up something later on. I would not go back there. I would not go back to the scene of crime. No way.
I don't know. I thought I was just trying to, continue the mission. Just I thought that was the best route.
I mean, maybe.
And I don't think they knew. I don't think they knew what happened until like I'm not sure if I ever told them, actually.
God, that's so nasty.
They must remember it the way it, like, as vividly as I do, right? No one forgets something like that, do they?
God, no, of course, no.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm really starting to believe the whole like the only thing people are ever thinking about is just themselves, because I bet there's a shocking amount of stuff I've forgotten that my friends did. And yet at the same time, I believe that they all remember with like a singular clarity everything that's ever happened to me. And then I have to constantly reference it. And they'll be like, "What are you talking about?"
Yeah.
Oh, that time I killed a badger as a sacrifice. And they're like, "Oh, I completely forgot about that."
Yeah.
"Oh, it was on your mom's birthday. It was a present." "Yeah, I forgot about that." Nobody remembers anything.
I had this just last week. So in doing my book, I have to get subject release forms from everyone I mention that's identifiable unless they're famous or dead, right? Those are the exceptions.
Parameters, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so I'm talking to my brother, Brent, my biological brother, and I'm going over, I just don't want anyone to be uncomfortable with any stories, because I don't want anyone to be surprised by anything, because it's, I think you joked last week, it would be hilarious if it was a hit piece, the whole book. Did you say that?
I don't know that I don't remember.
No, my friend Quincy did.
That would be really funny.
Quincy said it'd be really funny if it's a 250-page takedown of my family. So
of your awful parents.
Yeah,
had to adopt 8 people.
I'm talking to Brent, and I'm just going through the stories that I mentioned, 'cause it's nothing embarrassing. It's just like Big Brother stuff. And I said, then the time that you when I was in 9th grade, he was in 12th, when a senior lent me the "They're All Gonna Laugh at You" Sandler CD.
Mm-hmm.
It was the day I got it. And remember, I grew up in a Catholic household. There's no profanity. There's no disrespect. There's nothing in it like that. And we ate dinner. We ate dinner around the table every night. We said grace. Everyone talked about their day and current events during dinner. This one night, Brent asks if he can play a little music. Okay. My mom and Alan said, "Sure, you can play music tonight." Goes down the hall to my brother Oak's room where he has his giant stereo. He puts that Sandler CD in. He knew what he was doing. Okay. He knew that I had this CD. He skips to track 13. That's not an innocent random act. Okay.
What track? What was that about? Track 13.
Track 13 is At a Medium Pace. Do you know that song?
Tell me.
Okay. I'm going to pull up the lyrics
We've got
here.
a dozen listeners that are trying to research real fast.
I haven't even heard this yet. So my friend Billy was lent this CD from a senior, and then Billy had already listened to it once, and he goes, "This is so funny. You got to listen to it." So I take it home. I have not listened yet. Brent starts playing the song. It starts sort of like a folk love song, the first verse is "Put your arms around me, baby." Remember, this is early Sandler. Put your arms around me, baby. Can't you see I need you so? Hold me close against your skin. I'm about to begin loving you. The next verse, spit on your hands and stroke my cock at a medium pace.
Wow.
Play
Wow,
with my
I forgot
balls
that.
and tell me how big they are. Honey, rub your beaver up and down my face. Sit on the corner of the bed and watch me whack off. At this point, my parents' ears are perking up like, are we hearing what I think we're hearing? I'm trying to pretend I don't hear it because I realize this is the CD Billy has lent to me. And I'm hoping it isn't noticed also because my mom broke my Naughty by Nature CD one day when Brent blasts that song 1, 2, 3. And I'm like, she can't break this CD. It
So
belongs
is
to a
Brent
senior.
getting
He's the
back
best
at you?
timpani player in the county. I can't. What's that?
Is he getting back at you doing this? Is he just messing
It's
with
just fun to him because I've never gotten in trouble. I've never, I'm just like a rule follower, So it's okay. So the
he
next
doesn't
verse,
care if he gets in trouble.
yeah, you just kind of laugh it off. The next verse starts, you see that shampoo bottle? Now stick it up my ass. Push it in and out at a medium pace. Talk about your old boyfriend's dick and how big it was. Now shave off my pubes and punch me in the face. At this point, my parents are like, what is this? Stop this right now. Brent's like, I don't know. This is Ryan's CD. I just thought I'd play it. It was just like, I thought Eric Clapton was in the player, but
They didn't say Eric Clapton.
yes,
no.
he thought he was. He acted like he was going to play the acoustic version of Layla. The next verse starts as he's moseying to the thing. The next verse starts. Oh, darling,
He's
make me
taking his
push.
sweet time.
Yes, he's taking a sweet time. I'm like sweating. Oh, darling, make me push my dick and balls back between my legs. Call me an ugly woman and take my picture to show all the people you work with. He's turning. Okay, at this point, he's around the corner, and I'm like, why isn't he hitting stop? And we hear these final lines. Now pull up my scrotum and take the shampoo bottle out of my ass. Pretend I'm the pizza delivery guy and watch me whack off. And then the final lines, strap on a dildo and make me give you head. Tell me to slow down and do it at a medium pace.
And he's like fumbling with the buttons, like
Dude,
I can't figure out how
he's
to
acting like I can't stop. So I was like, so I'm going over these things with Brent, telling him like, I'm telling the story about you playing at a medium pace. He's like, what's that? I'm like, the Sandler song that you played during dinner, then blamed on me. And he goes, I don't remember that. I'm like, you don't remember? It was the most horrifying moment of my life.
And it's just a Tuesday for him.
Yeah, and I sent him the song. I sent him the song. He listened to it and he goes, that just sounds like good dinner music. No, I didn't get in trouble. My mom, I mean, she knew that. She just goes, I want you to give this back to that senior and do not hang out with him.
Wow, you didn't get in trouble. That's astounding. No wonder he kept doing that stuff. Pushing the envelope until
But
you
it's like,
ever
what would I get in trouble for? What did I do wrong?
Well, he said it was your CD.
Yeah, I know, but I was like lent a CD by another person in high school. It's like even if I knew what it was, I just still don't think you should get in trouble. It should just be like, man, don't listen to this. And if you're gonna listen to this, you need to hide it from me.
Well, were your brothers laughing about it?
Oh no, I mean Brent was acting like he had no idea, just like, oh my, like I can't believe this isn't Layla. And yeah, and then I mean my other brothers were out of the house. Sun Tao, my Chinese brother, was there, and I don't remember how he was reacting. He'd only been in the U.S. for a few months at this point.
Oh yeah,
and so I'm not sure. He did speak rudimentary English, but I'm not sure he was quite capturing the nuances of the song.
Man, it must have been so fun growing up in your household.
It was,
like
yeah.
15 deep, just
Yeah. Well, 12. 12, 11 were in our house, and then my brother Jasper's and my dad and stepmom. But yeah, I mean, like we weren't all in the same house at the same time, though. Like, there's a wide age range. There's never more than 4 at a time.
yeah, it's still kind of the way that you talk about it sounds like you basically just grew up in a dorm.
Yeah. Actually, it was 5 briefly. During that, yeah, there was 5 briefly. No, it was 4 because they moved out. Yeah. Oh, yeah. But yeah, it did. It felt like a dorm.
That sounds really fun.
Yeah,
God.
like there's always someone to play Madden with or whatever. If you put on, we watch a lot of stand up. If you put on a stand up show, and someone would join you. You wanted it. I mean, we used to just play soccer in the yard all the time. We would do shootouts, just trading back and forth, goalkeeper and shooter. There's always people to do it. It was awesome.
That's not at all how my house was. My house was my brother just blasting fish and walking around our street smoking cigarettes, thinking he's not going to be caught.
Hilarious.
Occasionally throwing like ham on the ceiling, see how long it would stay up there. That was my brother's path.
I just realized how thankful I am in retrospect that none of my brothers play music, because how awful would that have been if we had a brotherly music group?
Yeah,
my
brother did band. Like he specialized in like just walking up to me out of the blue, squatting down and punching me as hard as he could in the dick. And we would just as hard as he could. And eventually, I wouldn't say he outgrew it, but he outgrew it. And then I started doing it to him. And you would just go up and do it like when your friends were around. You'd go up and just, hey, just watch this. And I would just hit him as hard as I possibly could and hope I wouldn't like hit his thigh or anything, because he starts moving as soon as I squat down. I can be, man.
Did he say, it's dick time?
He did do one thing I remember when I was in high school where like whenever I would miss a call, he would always pretend like whoever it was, it could have been like my buddy calling me to come play basketball, whatever it was, he would just pick like the finest girl in my class and say that she called so that I would end up going up to her the next day like, so you called, what's up? She's like, I didn't call you. Or some ex-girlfriend that dumped me or something. Yeah, pretty sure it was her. And meanwhile, it was like my buddy asking if I wanted to go TP a house. It just, he pulled that all the time.
That is so, dude.
Hey,
did I
Jen
tell you?
Called. Really? She's called. What? Jen? Yeah, Jen called. And then you're calling her back. And she's like, why are you calling me? I thought we're not supposed to. I don't want to talk to you. He did a lot of that.
That's
times.
A more effective version of what me and my friend Billy used to do to each other. We both worked at Boston Market. We worked the drive-through. And after about, 8 months of doing this, we found out that we were each doing this to the other person, where if the other person wasn't looking because we were the drive-through team, we would write the other person's phone number on the receipt before putting in the bag and just be like, call me sometime, and I'd write Billy and put his phone number. And one time he told me he got a call, and I just, from someone, he was like, I didn't know what it was. And I just started laughing. I told him I was doing that, and he starts laughing. He's like, dude, I've been doing that to you for this whole time too.
I mean, that's just stuff you did in the 90s, and now it would be on a prank show. But back then, it was just like everybody did that kind of thing. I told you that my ex that I lived with, that when I left, and she started hitting the town afterwards, she would just give guys my phone number and be like, give them my new address.
Yeah.
Be like, oh, I live on the corner of blah, 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 oh, just give me a call and I'll come down and get you, come down and let you in. And so I just would be getting these calls at 2 a.m.
Hilarious.
I mean, well played. Well played. I wish you had that kind of sense of humor when we were together, but that didn't happen.
Hey, it's all right. It's all right. It's what allowed you to be where you are now.
Yes.
It's what
Yes.
got you to Dad, I need $1.
If I ask you another question, are you gonna answer it, or are you gonna flake out?
If it's a good question.
Would you rather have to narrate everything you do out loud for a year,
Uh-huh.
or have someone else narrate everything you do out loud for a year?
I think someone else. I think that would be fun.
It would be. It would be
Unless the descriptions are demeaning, you know what I mean? Or if it's like, his neck hooks forward like a, like a tortoise. like
it's like the
damn.
voice of a romance writer,
Yeah. Or like, yeah.
Or everything's ominous. It's like early Stephen King, like the Richard Bachman books. Every single description is like what is about to happen.
Right.
And it's just you going through like which Tolkien book do you have that's actually signed? That would be really funny. Especially if we're just talking about if it's like a little guy that's on your shoulders and he just describes everything.
Yeah, yeah.
Or in your backpack. That'd be a good
I like
idea.
it. I don't mind that at all. Hey Nick, are you ready to play the game Rank Them?
Hang on, I've got one more. This is my
let's hear
favorite
it.
so far.
Let's
Would
hear
you
it.
rather have free food for life, whatever food you like, but you have to eat it in a public bathroom? Or I love that.
Did you write this one
Or free rent for life, but you can never close any door in your home?
Not even the front door?
No doors.
I have to take both of these? Or I mean one of
No,
them?
it's an either or. You've got to take
man.
one of them. So, so like your door is always open. Anybody can come in.
I mean, well, it's like one of them is safety of my entire body. The other one's safety of my gut. Eating in a bathroom.
A public bathroom, no less. Like you're just in there with lamb chops.
Now, every meal? Or is it just like one meal a day or something? You know what I mean?
No, I mean, it's free food for life. So that's where, like, if you're eating, it's in a public bathroom.
But I can still have breakfast at home.
No.
I can never eat at home. All right. Well, I mean, I guess I have to.
Fine.
I mean, it's like if I have to go to Waffle House in order to eat, but then I'm not eating Waffle House. I'm eating something else in the bathroom. This is just such a weird.
You have to just take it at face value because the only way that I can alter it means that I would have to alter the other one about how, the door can be closed sometimes. And I can't do that. So you just have to answer the question straight up without like making too much of it.
I have to do the door one then just because I can't get to a I don't want to have to get to a public bathroom every single time
Well, how about this? You can have free food for life, whatever you want to eat. Whatever it is, ahi tuna, fine. Here it is for you. It's the best you're ever going to have.
Mm-hmm.
But you're going to have to go down to Penn Station into the bathroom, and that's where you're going to eat it.
I still think I do the doors, and I just move somewhere. I moved to a gated community, so at least I'll know who broke in.
Yeah, you're mitigated. No, but I'm asking like on the food one. Forget about the doors. Would you do it? Would you take the free food for life?
I don't think I could, man. I've been in the Penn Station bathroom. Did I tell you about I was peeing in a urinal at Penn Station, and the guy next to me is like looking over, and I was like, "What are you doing?" He goes, "Just looking."
No, really?
Yes.
When I was in Australia, I was on a train and this guy sat down. There was no one else on the train but me. And this guy sat down next to me and he goes, "I'm Joe." And I was like, "All right." And he goes, "Joe with the big dick." And then I got up and walked off the train.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh.
Good times.
Oh, I was
Following the
expecting
dreams.
you. I was expecting you.
Oh, you know Marv? Yeah.
Um,
All right, give me
these
the.
are very good, man. All right, are you ready? Are you ready for rank them?
Yeah.
Rank them as a game where I give you 3 attributes. This is for a person you're going to spend the rest of your life with. They're perfect for you in every way except for these 3 defining characteristics. You must rank them. Number 1 has and insists for your entire lives. Every wall in your home is covered with Kathy comic strips.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
It's not just that she thinks they're hilarious; it's that she relates. You know,
Okay.
If you're a younger listener and you aren't aware of the Kathy comic strip, it was like a supposed to be like a woman in her probably early to mid 20s, and
Always
and
stressed out.
yeah, one cell would be like, work was tough today. And then the next cell, she would be going, but at least there's chocolate. And that's it.
Yeah, it'd
It's
be
not
like an Ally McBeal version of Dilbert.
Yes. Well done.
Thanks.
Just as unfunny as anything has ever been. Number
I don't
2.
know, there are a lot of pretty. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. But her name is Stonewall Jackson. She's not a neo-Confederate, but likes her name because it's an old family name. But she's not from the same family as the Confederate general. It's just
Is that her proper? Is that her first name, or is it in quotes? Which has just always been called?
It's her proper name, Stonewall Jackson.
All right. Okay. All right.
This is Stonewall Jackson.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Number 3, NVO, which stands for no vaginal opening. But the caveat is, and sorry for a moment, this is going to be not a friendly podcast, or family-friendly podcast, rather.
I think we passed that point when you talked about shitting your swim trunks.
Her other holes are world class.
Okay.
And this is not my.
Wow.
This is what the Olympic Committee says, that they're world class.
This is a world class rank them, is what it is. Okay, so we have the Kathy wallpaper. We have the NVO, right?
Yeah, and we have Stonewall
Jackson. You know what? I love this rank them, but I would go 2, 1, 3.
So you go Stonewall Jackson, Kathy, and NVO.
Yeah. The Stonewall Jackson, I actually think it would be way less of a problem than you think. I think that there are far less people out there that know Stonewall Jackson than you think. I'm not saying they should know, but starting with people, I think people under 30, most of them don't know. And if they do, it's a really cool name.
Yeah. Yeah. I think I'm going to go the same, actually. I'm going Stonewall. Then I'm going I'm going Kathy, and then I'm going NVO.
Really, the only reason I go Kathy is 2 is because it would just be it doesn't bother me at all. It will be such a pain if you're talking about having to glue like strip by strip. If it's wallpaper, it doesn't bother me at all, other than I hate hanging wallpaper. But other than that, it's fine. It's kind of unique and charming. Stonewall Jackson's actually really cool.
Yeah, I think after a while you get used to Kathy. Yeah.
I mean, you probably hang pictures and paintings on top of the Kathy. You'd be so used to it.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so. I think so. One of my favorite books that I've ever read, I read in the past year, and the title of it comes from a Stonewall Jackson quote. It's Ernest Hemingway's Across the River and Into the Trees. Oh my God. It's an amazing book, and it's crazy. He's just, this character is sort of, I don't want to say, but he's like sort of treats military strategy with this sort of detached like magnanimity or whatever.
Okay.
And there's this line towards the end of the book that's like one of the most powerful things I've ever read in literature. But anyway,
Oh no, send it to me, man.
It's a Stonewall Jackson passage. But yeah, anything you'd like to promote, Nick Cobb?
Let me see. This Saturday, it's gonna be too late. I'll be at Second City. Is that tomorrow? That's tomorrow. Next weekend,
too
I'll
late.
be in Kenosha, Wisconsin, with my new T-shirts.
You should say this weekend because this podcast comes out next week.
Ah, my bad. Okay, this weekend I will be in Kenosha, Wisconsin, and then the week after I'll be doing the Zanies downtown, and then Sunday the one in Rosemont.
Okay.
Yes, yes.
Use the internet to find the dates on those. I don't like you. I'm taking November off. I might be doing some shows in DC, and I got to come to Chicago actually to see a show. The Chicago Opera is performing Melancholy and the Infinite Sadness, and I will be going there. But that is not a show. Then the next week I'll be back December 5th and 6th with Nick Cobb. We're doing the Den Theater in Chicago, and then we're doing Yellow and Company.
It's beautiful
in Mahomet. And then in January, I'm doing the Grandin Theater in Roanoke, where I was born. And then I'm doing Jam and Java in Vienna, Virginia, which is DC suburbs, which is where I grew up for the second half of my growing up. And I'm also doing a music venue in San Diego, and I cannot remember the name of it, but it's, I think, the 29th. All this is on my website, RyanConnorComedy.com. You can also get my book, The Party, there. Anything else, Nick Cobb?
Nah, man, that was fun.
All right, goodbye, folks. Bye.
Just a couple of guys palling around, coming out of your speakers, a beautiful sound. They debate, berate, and have a laugh or two. Conner v. Cobb, for me and for you. La 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 la, la 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 la. Conner v. Cobb, for me and you.
Ryan and Nick. Nick and Ryan. The Scoundrels of the Hour.